morning, everyone. Conservative Video Dipper here. We got a lot to talk about. MUDJUG is back. One day ago, MUDJUG comes back. Brock Lesnar, is he retiring from WWE, or could this be a potential setup for an alleged retirement match? We're going to talk about it and much, much more, and just talk about other things too a little bit. So if you got a dip, pack a leg. If not, I'm going to be dipping on Grizzly, or not Grizzly this time. Gotcha. Got y'all. I'm going to be dipping on Cougar and Long Cut Wintergreen. My last pinch is in this can, so let's take that pinch together and let's talk. MUDJUG1 is back. He came back. Wow. Welcome back, MUDJUG, by the way. We have missed you, brother, and we've missed a lot of your politics, your commentary, and I'm throwing my dip can, by the way. And wow, welcome back. So MUDJUG1 has finally come back to talk a little bit about what happened between him and the MUDJUG company. Go watch it. Go to MUDJUG1 on YouTube, and you can hear more about it without my commentation. But I'll give you a little bit of kind of the scoop of what's been going on with him. So MUDJUG1 came back to finally answer that question that we've all kind of wondered what happened. What happened between him and the MUDJUG company. And in short, he basically said he sold his percentage of the company to Bobby from Redneck Nation. Now, in my opinion, I kind of would not agree. I don't agree with it because, I have my quarrels with Redneck Nation. I have my beliefs of Redneck Nation and Bobby for what Bobby kind of did to Upchurch. He kind of screwed Upchurch, allegedly, and I don't really agree with, Bobby allegedly being responsible or making alleged good decisions, but that's Darcy. That's Darcy's choice, though, not mine. But even though I may disagree with, giving it up that percentage to Bobby and Redneck Nation, that's basically what the little bit of gist of it was that he decided that he needed a break. He wanted to travel the world. And I understand. He, being an owner of a company, does take a lot of toll on you mentally, physically, and spiritually and emotionally. So you kind of are like needing that little bit of that break, that getaway. And it's good to see that Darcy got to have that break and have that moment in time where he just wanted to travel the world, be himself. And it's good now that he came back and was able to explain to us what had happened. But at that same time, I think also this will be very good because now that Darcy is not really controlling much of the company, even though he's, I think, still the owner, if I'm correct, he'll be able to do more YouTube and stuff, and that's really good. I think that honestly will be good for him to be able to have that ability to come back, do YouTube, do whatever he wants, and just be himself and be able to dip. I think that's something that we could definitely say, yeah, that's the old Darcy. And when he came back, he didn't sound really any more different than he has before. He just sounds exactly the same. He's happy, healthy, living good life, and it seems like he's lived a very good life, traveled the world and done things. And so I think honestly I could say that's good for Darcy. I'm happy to see that he's still doing what he does best, being himself. We can't ask any more of that, right? But on top of that, I think more or less we should be very happy not only that Darcy came back, was able to answer the questions that we kind of all wanted to know about MUDJUG 1 and what happened, but being able to hear some of his stories and what he has done, traveled, and where he's been, what he's gone through, it's really good to hear these stories because Darcy's really good at it. Darcy is really good at being able to tell these stories and make it very interesting for the general public. And I think that's something that Darcy always has been good with. And now Darcy, again, will have more chances to do that and be able to help people while doing it. And I'm proud of Darcy. I think Darcy really does deserve that credit that, he deserves. But let's go back to the second thing. I'm gonna pack my dip here because I have been really not doing it. Brock Lesnar allegedly retiring, or is he? Is he retiring or allegedly retiring? Could this be a setup? Cheers. So Brock Lesnar last night lost to Oba, a uh, I think a Nigerian wrestler, if I'm correct. I could be correct. And after Brock Lesnar's match, Lesnar put his gloves and boot in the middle of the ring, often signifying that one is done wrestling. He is done. He's not going to do it anymore. And Brock Lesnar, I think, started wrestling in way beyond, like, not just like WWE, but he was a wrestler in his college, in his youth days. Then started with WWE, I think in 2002, if I'm correct, somewhere in there. And um, he's been a wrestler for a long, long time. He's done UFC. He's done football. He used to play for the Vikings, which boo, they suck. No offense, but they do. Uh, so Lesnar has done a lot of things, and he's been everywhere. And obviously, we know that Lesnar obviously is just getting to that age where you know, his daughter is getting older. She's gonna at some point get married, move out, have kids, and Lesnar's gonna be a grandfather. And Lesnar obviously needs to enjoy his life, not just as a wrestler, be seen as a public figure for wrestling, but be able to have his own life in general. And I think that would be something that definitely Lesnar earned from many years of doing many things. And not just that, but Lesnar really doesn't, I don't know how much time he gets to be with himself and hunting and the things he loves to do. And now that if he is really retiring, that would be great. He can finally just sit back, kick back, relax, enjoy life, and he deserves it. Again, in my opinion. But what's the crazy part is that people didn't really expect supposedly Lesnar to do this. And when you watch last night's WrestleMania 46 in Vegas, you can see that Lesnar kind of was getting a little bit tired. You can see that it was that time for him to pass that torch to Oba and be able to just finally say, I'm done. And as much as it is heartbreaking for me because, yes, love him or hate him, boo him or cheer for him, Lesnar is the beast incarnate. He he's a hell of a wrestler. And yes, he had a hell of a UFC career too, by the way. But all that being said, I think that Lesnar just finally was getting to that point where he didn't want to do anything but be with his family. And family is important. And when you're a wrestler or a UFC fighter, you don't really get much time to be with your family. You're on the road a lot more than not. You're traveling, you're doing things, or you're training, you're in um, just meetings, meet and greets with people. And he doesn't really have that much of a personal life, supposedly. But now he can. And I think that really definitely is something, again, that Brock has achieved through all of the years of doing his hard work and being who he is, a public figure. And now he can kind of quietly walk into his private life and be a private figure again, but still be talked about, but still have his own personal life. And I think that is something that not much can be said for many people that have been able to achieve his what he has done. Because not very many people can say they have achieved what he has done, and Lesnar has achieved a lot, and that's a lot of respect and honor and dignity for Lesnar himself. But also, the one great thing about this is that we can see the younger generation, the newer generation of wrestlers start to come in and show us what they got. And love them or hate them, yes, I don't agree that how it was kind of done, maybe in that certain particular way. But I think it was good that Lesnar did have that alleged ability to pass the torch to Abba or Uba, whatever his name is. I'm gonna butcher that name a lot, but being able to just let a newcomer be the show stopper, the star of the show, and I feel like Abba kind of deserved it in a lot of ways. He deserved it. That was a lot of respect, and watching him put his glove and boots in the ring really did make me sad. And when he went over to hug Paul Heyman, it did kind of remind me of a lot of the years that Heyman, has been there not only for Punk, for Taker, for a lot of people, but there for Lesnar. Before Heyman went to be the wise man for Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, he was kind of the wise man for Lesnar, and watching him and Lesnar actually share a moment where Brock broke down, not as the beast incarnate, but just as himself, having that very special moment with Lesnar and Heyman sharing that last moment together was really awesome, I think. And it shows that Lesnar is human. He is very much human. And he does have emotions. He can feel sadness and empathy and sympathy. But at that same time, um, Lesnar, again, deserves it. He deserves this. He deserves to be able to walk away. And yes, it may, as hard as it may be for Heyman to have to watch his friend walk away and say, I'm done, I think Heyman knows that it was getting very, very freaking close to timing with Lesnar. Lesnar body can only handle so much abuse, and in the same time, Lesnar has gone through a shit ton of abuse with his body, mentally, physically, you know, and Lesnar, you could see it in his eyes that him and Heyman both knew it, that it was possibly to come. But at the same time, could this be a setup? And that's a question that a lot of people are kind of asking is what is really possibly the angle on this? No pun intended, the Kurt angle. Um, could this be the actual sign that maybe he is really retiring, or is he possibly just getting a setup for a pre-retirement match with Gunther? Now, Gunther is a wrestler that has taken out John Cena, taken out AJ Styles. He took out a lot of people with the chokehold. He submitted a lot of people. Now, yes, WWE may be allegedly scripted or set up, allegedly, if you will. But make no mistake about it, I honestly really don't think that it is a setup match. I think it is 100% obvious that Brock is done. But it could be. It could be an alleged setup PR stunt match waiting to happen between Lesnar and Gunther. Because the ring general Gunther right now obviously is the one who takes out a lot of people. He retired AJ Styles, he retired John Cena, but Lesnar retired at one point Undertaker. He took Undertaker's streak. So it's kind of ironic. It would be very ironic that yes, Lesnar loses to Abba and that's it, and then maybe wins against Gunther for his last match. But people would say, well, that doesn't make sense. Why would he retire and then, or win and then retire? That doesn't make much sense, does it? But to me, it would make a little bit of sense because, sure, they would want somebody else to be put over in the ring terms, and I think Gunther would be one to do it, either Gunther or Abba. And as again we say, or we said before, you can obviously see that Lesnar was really tired. He was done. He wasn't having it no more. I think he just wants to go. And I really don't think that there is a possibility that it could be one more match. I think Lesnar truly is done. But there is a lot of talk and speculations about it that it may happen. But if it does allegedly happen, my suspicions may be correct that Gunther probably will take Lesnar out as kind of a like passing the torch type movement and quietly walk away. So last night I watched a little bit of it, and Lesnar didn't really have his theme played when he walked away last night. Afterwards, they kind of let him go quietly the way I think Lesnar probably wanted to. And I think this is what Lesnar truly, truly wanted, was to have him go out with no outro, nothing. Just walk away. Everyone shouting, "Thank you, Lesnar," handshakes, high fives, whatever. I think that's how Lesnar wanted really to go, because he felt that was probably more than likely his way of saying, I've accomplished everything. I, yes, was the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, but with no music, no outro, you get to see the real Lesnar, the real Brock Lesnar, the emotional side of him. And I think that's what they really were aiming for, was that they wanted to show him in his true form. Now, I could be wrong about many of these speculations about Lesnar, but that's possible. But going back to what I think may be really important for all of us to realize is that Lesnar just needs to go. He needs to retire. He's at that age and at that point, he's done so much. Why continue to have him? And sure, Lesnar used to be really obviously the person that would always, be there, but now it's kind of like they pick and choose when he wants to be there. Supposedly, either they do or he does, or they allow him to do it. And you don't see much of Lesnar on wrestling anymore. You don't get to see Lesnar wrestle only once in a while. So it's kind of like what Undertaker allegedly did. Undertaker only would come when it was a really good match or somebody that was worth Lesnar's time to come in against him. So I think that kind of does prove that, yes, Lesnar really did want to take a lot of breaks because his body has had enough and he has adored enough pain, suffering, and enough time as being in the ring. He earned that OG respect. He earned that right to be a Hall of Famer and just walk away the way he should. So there's that, and that's my hot take. So other than that, everything's been really great with me. I'm doing okay. I'm doing better. I'm going to the gym more. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm just again really amazed, not with Lesnar, but I'm amazed that Darcy MUDJUG1 came back, and I'm happy he came back. Hopefully he comes back. Um, the one other person I'd really love to see come back on YouTube would be Outlaw. I would love to see Outlaw come back again and just absolutely be like, surprise, motherfucker, I'm here. But I'm sure that may not happen because Outlaw, he's got family, he's got things he's got to do, he's got kids, he's got a wife, and he hardly ever dips. I don't think he really dips real dip anymore. He dips his own stuff. So that would be cool, but I'm not really expecting it. But congratulations to Darcy for coming back. Welcome back, brother. Uh, we missed you. Me and Chris Dips One have been really trying to hold the dip game on YouTube really tight, and we've been keeping your seat ready and waiting for you to come back. And this is a long waited return. And again, if you guys really want to go see what happened with Darcy, go check out his YouTube channel. Listen to what he's got to say. He's got crazy, crazy stories to tell you guys. I'm not gonna spoil a lot of it, but I gave you those spoilers of what I have heard, a little bit of the importance of what was going on with Darcy. And I think also it's really important to know that Darcy um, definitely is a dipper YouTuber that is very opinionated, and it's going to be good to hear now what his opinions are politically about what's going on with Trump and the whole Iran America war that's been going on. So it's going to be good to see what more of his opinions are. And I think that it's good that Darcy will be able to do it now. So, as always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Again, welcome back, Darcy, and thank you, Lesner, for everything you have done. And thank you guys for everything you kind, beautiful people have done for me here and for us on this channel. Don't forget to go check out conservativenewswave.com and follow me on Twitter, aka X, Rumble. Go check me out on those channels. And I will see you guys next time. Love you guys. Don't forget to pack, dip, and spit. Bye, guys.